the Bendigo Spirit today lead her team. She shot the ball exceptionally well in the contest last time against this team.
Wilson Dota, top of the keyway. Denying the handoff was Werung. Here's George, makes it. Wallace, assessing options ahead. Now Goodchild down low, nice feed. Nelson Adota, still scoreless, early days. Wow, slicing through. Nelson Adota, another chance for her. And Mitchell finishes it off. Now Kelly Wilson, got to make the move. Down low, Froling off the window.
Tough finish in traffic. Rolling, Alicia Froling, excellent finish.
George. Now Mitchell. Fire for three and it counts. One to come at the line for Tiff Mitchell.
Let's see the replay.
Looking a little bit ginger as well, maybe. Defense from the Boomers has been stellar here early. Nelson Adota, nice finds. Wallace with the cut.
For the Bendigo Spirit, it's allowing Melbourne Boomers to sit in the gaps, get their rotations early.
Wilson has space to fire and drains it. Wallace and Levy. Nelson Adota gets around Wilson. Nice move.
Working exceptionally well for the Melbourne Boomers.
Shooting just under 70% from the field on the season. And Ali Wilson for three. Back-to-back triples for the Spirit. In and out move from Wallace. Pulls up. That's crisp. Mitchell has Werung defending. She goes under. Makes him pay. Wow. Wallace drives right at Levy. And George a second chance. She'll go straight away for two.
Three-pointer with her left hand now as well. Didn't quite go, but looked good.
Far off as George, the fadeaway two.
Signature for her. Couple of dribbles in, leans off it, step away.
Mid-range game is on point at the moment. Goodchild with a stop.
Gosh, Melbourne Boomers defense is swarming.
Here's George for three and makes it. Excuse me, Taylor Ortlup inserted into the action for Chris Lucas's team, defending Wilson. Here's Werung. She'll step into a deep triple. So a minute to go now in the first. Mitchell spinning on Werung. Davidson inside. Good the second time. Long rebound favours Goodchild. Feeding their big at the moment. The Boomers and Goodchild this time. Just keeps it in the front court. Did really well in the end. Chaotic sees Ortlup tap it forward. Melbourne nearly lost it. And now the bucket. Wow. Ortlup from the top, little short. Wilson gets it forward. And Froling in transition. Ortlup stays with Kelly Wilson. Werung for three. Makes it. She had all the answers last time these two played.
Now they've got to try and string together a couple of stops. Can they show the same defensive intensity, see if they can make anything that the Melbourne Boomers get under duress?
As George fires straight back.
And that wasn't under duress.
George with the rebound. Ortlup set the play for the Boomers. She'll fire for three. Wow.
Way to get the ball inside, and they've got great cut action off anything that goes in. You go under right.
Only halfway through the second quarter. Mitchell off the dribble. Takes on Wilson. Goes straight at her for the bucket. Has one dribble so far this afternoon in the turnover. So Mitchell, can she turn and go? Has Wilson ahead. Backs it out. Goodchild for three. Here's George. Bailey defending. Mitchell off the dribble. Gets around two. Just rattles out.
Tiff Mitchell about to give us some of her low post talent as well, but
Wilson slicing through. George, hand off to Ortlup. Mitchell comes off her shin. Bendigo with the numbers. Maley, nice pass ahead, and Wilson to finish it off.
As we see the Melbourne Boomers happy to just chew clock here, play out some of their offensive sets to get movement, and then go back to the well. Cutting action from post feeds.
Here's the George passing again.
And the timing, you know.
One of the league leaders in assists per game, Kayla George at the 5 spot. Wilson assessing and finishes. Finds Mitchell on the wing. George hovering for the pick, as is Nelson Adota. Big screen on Wilson. Mitchell moves it quickly. George for 3. So now Mitchell for Melbourne. Assessing, working, pulls up for 2. At the low block. Nice find to Goodchild. Retrieves it back. She'll fire for 3 and drops it. Wilson. Maley, skip pass. Werang, corner triple. Finally a miss for the Boomers.
Ali Wilson got stuck going underneath that pick, gave Mitchell a wide open look.
Maley somehow gets it to go.
A first field goal.
George contest as well was looked good, just a touch overzealous for the foul call. She is George on the reverse. Smooth move from the skipper.
3/4 front on the top side.
Mitchell slashing. Good defrolling, but cleaned up by Olivia Nelson-Adota.
Yeah, your star athlete misses. You go collect the crumbs and get yourself a couple of stats. 0 board and 2.
There's a roll to perfection, Nelson-Adota. Werang fires back for 3. Sunday afternoon hoops here at the Melbourne Sports Centre. The Boomers absolutely firing so far. Spin move. Crisp from Nelson-Adota.
Sort of like a one-on-one low post clinic. Backed her man in. Checked her shoulders. We see Maley can't find the wide open one, but McKay collects the crumbs and finishes to get a good chance to regather, refresh, maybe look at refining some of your sets, and a long time certainly to prep and scout your opponent.
There's Wilson right there. Down low, Kayla George. Nice move. Nelson-Adota has McKay defending her. Poked away from the Spirit, but ends up with the Boomers again.
Barrel her way in.
Has been that sort of a game. Just when you think the Spirit are going to get a little mini break, something goes the way of Melbourne as Megan McKay, count the bucket, 1 more to come. Spikes it out. Nelson-Adota forward to Wallace. Gets around McKay, too easy. Made 30 of their 45 shots. George in the corner. Goes again. Unbelievable shooting for the Boomers. So what's already been an extensive highlight reel for Tiff Mitchell.
And it's a 30-point ball game, you know.
She's got 14. Bendigo ball. Lavey sees parted. Easy 2 for the Spirit. Stay on track to complete the season series over Bendigo, which we know is just oh so important, Carrie, given that how tight the 4 is and with head-to-head ramifications.
Yeah, absolutely. One in this.
Had the championship here on this very floor in front of the home crowd last season. A distinct advantage, no doubt. Wallace crossing around McKay in the finish in traffic. And of course, Mia Murray, who we spoke of off the top, what a crucial piece she's been to add her back into the puzzle as well.
Yeah, massive. We know she's a specialist 3-point shooter. She's a great defender, veteran. She was in career best form.
Still yet to take a break in this ball game, Kayla George. Goodchild. Just short on the 3. No, the friendly roll. George. Morton down low. Davidson, great movement. Easy bucket.
The guards are trying to extract that foul, getting tangled up on the body of that roller, and often the natural instinct for referees to call the foul on the big versus the little because there's some sort of contact.
With the screen for Ortland. George, nearly set for the triple. Brewster pulls up for 2. Rattles home.
Goodness me, they are in fine shooting form.
McLean now for 3. 1 back for Bendigo.
Yeah, and that's where at this point too, it's this one's done. At what point do you totally call it? Having said that, they haven't got a whole lot left on their bench with Kelsey Griffin out and some other younger players. But yeah, tough run home for them. Big for them. This loss keeps them down in that 4-5. It's going to be a big race, I think, between them and Perth now potentially.
George for 3. Everything dropping for the Boomers. Hasn't been Annalie Maley's day from the field.
Melbourne, nearly 40 points up, and they're still playing with the same defensive intensity. They made some subs, got in their bench.
The Boomers do look 6 minutes remaining in this ball game in pole position. As Lavey for 3. Pole position, of course, for the top spot. Certainly in this ball game, that's for sure. 38 points.
Yeah, it's been a domination.
Wallace for 3. Drops it home. 20 points for Christy Wallace. Wallace, turnover. Mitchell just mishandled. Werrung. Slowed up by Levy. And Ali Wilson for 3. Good child. Burrows as well. Out there for her first minutes. 3 ball goes for Burrows. Sophie Burrows joins the party.
Sub everyone in. Put the doctor in. They'll hit a 3. Put the team manager, the drinks lady in. She'll hit a 3.
Nelson Adota slicing through. Carmody defending Levy. Down the lane. Big block from Nelson Adota. Extending the lead here. Levy assessing into the corner. McLean makes it. 7 seconds working on Lacandro. Davidson off the window. Falls down to Sophie Burrows for 2. Good child's got 15 in the ball game. Brewster in the post. Muscles at home. 1 to come.
Same clip that the Stars and the Starters do.
It's been a number that's just refused to regress for Melbourne. Good child again for...
Really push the momentum further.
Porter for 3. Lacandro's there. Right on the final buzzer, and it counts, so that'll do it. Final score, Melbourne Boomers 115 defeat the Bendigo Spirit 72.